Here, back again, and the allergens are getting to me, but no worries, because the DJI Mini 3 Pro, pollen or not, I'm going to be out in the field with it. I'm going to thoroughly test and review after the unboxing videos. It's going to be a lot of fun, and can't wait to to get it out of the box. And at the time of filming this live stream, we've only got a few hours. Now, I could be wrong, but the educated assumption is that the DJI Mini 3 Pro should likely, again, not will, but likely will release within a few hours. So Tuesday morning in the United States of America, I completely expect to see the DJI Mini 3 Pro. And as soon as it becomes available, obviously you can find it on epicdroneshow.com. You'll find the Mini 3 Pro and all of the accessories. Just go to epicdroneshow.com and then click buy a drone, and you can find it. You find it there. That, again, as I've mentioned before, that supports my channel. If you choose to shop for the Mini 3 Pro, the various bundles of accessories through epicdroneshow.com, that's deeply appreciated. But nevertheless, subscribe and ring that bell to be notified whenever I post another video, because as soon as I receive my Mini 3 Pro, I'll take it out of the box, unboxing video. Then, like all other drones, first flight in the field. No expectations. Keep it honest. Keep a cool head about it. Don't have any sort of expectations, positive or negative. Just take it out, get it airborne, and see what it does. In a safe and responsible location, like I always do, man. I got my big field. My field with the grass, man. My big grassy field. That's right. What better place to field test a drone? So I'm super excited, if you can't tell. I've been flying drones since DJI Phantom 1. Again, I was a late adopter. I got the Phantom 1 after Phantom 2 had been released for a while, so I was a late adopter of drones. But I encourage you to subscribe and ring that bell if you haven't already, and check out all of my drone videos. I've got thousands, and ultimately thousands more drone videos coming soon. The DJI Mini 3 Pro, for me, is not just the latest and potentially greatest drone. It's a signal that DJI have subscribed and have watched my older videos, or if you haven't subscribed and check them out, they're still all there. But I'm the drone evangelist, and I've been preaching safe and responsible drone use since the beginning. But I've also been preaching a smaller and lighter drone. And one of the toughest times during my career with drones has been the unveiling of the DJI Inspire. The Inspire. I felt for a moment that DJI was going in the wrong direction. It was too big. It was too heavy. And it just made no sense. Price aside, it just made no sense. So, to see DJI on what I feel is the right track, smaller, lighter, more capable drone, it really puts a smile on my face when I see the DJI Mini 3 Pro. And I know there's a lot of educated assumptions. There's even some people that claim to have already purchased the DJI Mini 3 Pro. And again, you gotta not fall into the trap of assuming everything you see online is real. So I say that because, I'm going at this an educated assumption that the DJI Mini 3 Pro is probably going to release within a few hours. But I could be wrong. And if I am wrong, I'll own that, because I've made that claim within multiple videos. But what I don't do, and what I won't do, and what I haven't done, is made the claim that I have a drone before it's on the market. That's just ridiculous. So, you know, again, wait. And even if you don't watch my videos, I mean, I hope you do. And I hope you subscribe and ring that bell. But even if you don't, wait and watch videos of the Mini 3 Pro after it releases and develop your own opinion. True Seeker, welcome aboard, sir. Always good to have you. True Seeker, I always like the truth. What about you? I think the truth is so important because we're surrounded by so much fluff. And fluff is not the truth. And I know you're the True Seeker. So that is tremendous, man. Welcome aboard, True Seeker. Keep it honest. Let's keep it honest. So, yeah, DJI Mini 3 Pro, easy to get excited. And, you know, it's something that I feel everyone should be excited about. Even if you don't like drones, you know, something smaller and lighter. Now, the only thing that's going to irritate me with the DJI Mini 3 Pro is if the price point is too high. You know, if they're thinking, oh, we can attach the name Pro to a drone and charge more. If they do that, it's going to lose my interest. And you know that they gotta be careful about how they price it. And I mean, it's inevitably because of inflation. I think just from that perspective alone, I think it's going to cost more than the Mini 2. Also, just because they attach the word Pro to it suggests that it's a somehow more professional drone. So I think that's going to enhance the price. But is it, well, what am I trying to say? Is it, it shouldn't be astronomically higher. If it is, they're just trying to take advantage of consumers, in my opinion. I mean, I remember the days when I could get a pack of bacon, thick cut, for $5. Now you're lucky to find that for under $12 US. And you get that bacon and it's not as good as it used to be. And you pay more and you get less. It's not right. So, you know, what I'm hoping with this, Sage Your Art, I think Air 2S is going to be a better choice. Hey, Air 2S is great. Air 2S, 1-inch sensor, great low light performance. Exceptionally reliable drone. Not too big, but not too small. It can handle moderate wind. It's an exceptional choice. I filmed an abundance of exceptional videos with the Air 2S. Now, what it doesn't have is USB recharge. So if you're doing an off the grid situation, you know, assuming that the performance of the Mini 3 Pro may meet or exceed the performance of Air 2S, you'd have an advantage because you'd have something that's smaller to travel with, something that's lighter to travel with, something that may, and this is not any sort of legal or regulatory advice, but something that may, because of the weight, may reduce less challenges flying in certain areas. So, you know, there are some advantages that Mini 3 Pro could bring to the table. But again, I agree with you. Air 2S is exceptional. It's a phenomenal drone. And the advantage is that Air 2S is a little bit heavier, but it's not too big and it's not too heavy. So, you know, if you are flying in, you know, moderate wind, there's some advantage. Yeah, Sage Your Art says portrait mode would be nice though. Yeah. So for a lot of people out there to comment, to add a little bit more to what Sage Your Art just said, portrait mode, and y'all are probably familiar with this because there's probably a lot of, I mean, I'm an old dude, man. I got gray hair and I got a gut, and I'm trying to lose it out here just getting some walking in. But yeah, the portrait mode's significant because what portrait mode does, especially, you know, you look at a lot of social media trends now, you know, the portrait is tall and narrow the landscape would be wide and short. So think of landscape as being, you know, your 4K Ultra HD widescreen TV. Think of portrait as being your phone when you're looking at it, holding it in your hand upright. So the ability to shoot portrait mode, which is the thing behind, I feel it's the thing behind DJI's marketing campaign. Excuse me. I just ate a bunch of fried chicken. That feels good. But yeah, portrait mode is going to be popular because you get that different perspective. True Seeger says, he says, I think you should show the camera in front of you instead of your legs. Well, in certain places where I film, I can, but certain places are kind of sensitive. You know, not that it's illegal to film here. It definitely is permissible, but certain places I don't, I don't show the environment. Now, this is one of those places. I mean, I'll try to walk across different types of grass and dirt to keep you better visually entertained. Here's some sticks over here, man. Look at this. See, there's sticks. There's some rocks. Sticks and rocks. See, I'll try to mix it up, but yeah, some places I don't don't film the environment. There's some trash. So yeah, this is, now we're gonna be doing studio shows, and actually, Our Skies Adventure Channel is heading back into the mountains, and in the mountains there will be some live streams, and that's, you know, the Caribbean and the mountains, two of my favorite places, because you get to get out and get exercise, you get good food, you just get to chill, man. So yeah, gonna have a lot of scenic variety there, so don't worry about that. I mean, I know, look at that, there's some leaves on the ground. I mean, how exciting is that? But yeah, I know the camera angle for this live stream is not the best. I mean, you get to see my crooked feet and my gut because I eat too much fried chicken. But it's all about the content, man. So when I get that Mini 3 Pro, hopefully tomorrow, if fingers crossed, hopefully tomorrow, it's going to be full of visual eye candy. Visual eye candy. Eye candy with a Mavic 3 Pro. Follow the yellow arrows. Where do they lead? Well, I hope that they're foreshadowing what tomorrow morning is going to bring. That should be the Mavic Mini 3. Oh, no, not Mavic. They dropped the word Mavic. The DJI Mini 3 Pro. Did you get the Mavic 3? No, I never did. At Sager Arts, I never did. Nothing wrong with Mavic 3, but I had the Mavic 2 Pro, so I had my 1-inch sensor Hasselblad. Whether you say it's a true Hasselblad or not, that's a topic of controversy, which I understand. And then you've got the Air 2S. Honestly, when I need the low light, I go with Air 2S because it has better autofocus. And even with the latest firmware updates, I could never achieve, it was somewhat good, but I could never achieve perfectly reliable autofocus with Mavic Pro 2 with a 1-inch sensor Hasselblad. So I ended up using the Mavic Air 2S more because I had super reliable autofocus. And when I'm using 1-inch sensor, I used it. I didn't have the need, I didn't have the business need to pick up the Mavic 3 Pro just because I felt it was too expensive and it was redundant. I mean, I already had that with my Air 2S. So that's my opinion, nothing wrong with it. If I didn't have any of the 1-inch sensor drones and I was just entering the market, I might have picked up the Mavic 3 Pro. But I didn't. Again, I'm not saying it's not a good drone. Visually, the camera's probably better than the Air 2S or the Mavic 2 Pro, but I just couldn't justify it. Now the Mavic Mini 3, the Mini, that should release tomorrow morning. Again, go ahead and bookmark epicdroneshow.com if you haven't, and be ready to click buy a drone. Help support me, because as soon as it releases, I'll have all the Mini 3 Pro editions and the accessories there, and all the older drones too. But it's going to be, we can talk on and on about it, but until it's in the hands, until it's in these paws, you just don't know. I mean, anybody can spin things on social media. Anybody can spin things on a website, but until you get that tool, not a toy, but a tool in your hands, you can't really say is it awesome or not. Now, again, it's getting hard to hold back the positive vibe when you're thinking about a new DJI drone, because everyone they release is great. And now, anything can change. I mean, companies can go in a poor direction and they can start releasing underwhelming stuff. But I don't think that's going to be the case with DJI. I have a highly optimistic opinion that they will probably release the best drone yet when they release the DJI Mini 3 Pro in the morning. So, allergens, man, are getting me. I don't have any fears. I think it's going to be a great drone, the best drone yet. But again, that's why y'all are here, because as soon as I get it and I unbox it and I take it out in the field, that's why y'all are here. Because y'all watch the videos, tell me what you like, what you don't like, what are your questions, what do you want me to film next? That's where the content comes. But, the stock, the basic content, is the core content, is the unboxing, is the first time in the field. And then the follow-up review, after flying it. Well, let's do another flight and let's test this, let's test that. Let's not just go into some studio without any dust anywhere and go outside with perfect lighting and a film crew. Let's not do that and say that we're reviewing a drone. No. As always mentioned, there will be chicken grease on the fingers while flying the drone and touching the controller. If I go with the Mini 3 Pro that has the integrated screen, there will be smudges on the screen because I was probably eating some fried chicken and I didn't thoroughly clean my hands. There's not a situation where you look at it and everything is visually perfect. If you see that, let me know. If these videos get too professional looking, let me know, because I don't want that, man. I want it to be authentic. Just like the Phantom 1 through present. Remain authentic. When you watch it, you can say, okay, that's probably what I would achieve, should I purchase that Mini 3 Pro also. Set realistic expectations. Don't sugarcoat. Just tell it how it is, honest and unedited. I might do some edits, like, normally in the field, I like to chew gum. Oh, dude, chewing gum, you would not believe the amount of people that it offends. I'm like, dude, it's just gum. I gotta chew gum. Why are you chewing gum? Well, I brush my teeth a few times a day, but man, you want to chew gum. It's just a good mouth exercise and better cleans your teeth. And people, man, they get irritated when I'm out there in the field flying a drone and chewing gum. I mean, what? It's just funny, man. I mean, the things that you'll encounter when you get involved with drones, it's just, things you would never assume would be a point of controversy. Anything can be somehow construed into a controversial thing. Chewing gum, having greasy fingers from eating chicken and swiping a smartphone or a controller screen. Just things that it's crazy. Now, I mean, the greasy finger thing, I'll agree with that to some degree, because, you know, if you're using one thing that irritates me, see, people nowadays that get used to touch screens. They've gotten used to touch screens, so, you know, they'll come over to your computer monitor, and I use very nice Apple displays. They'll come over to your computer monitor, and they'll be talking about whatever image or video's on it, and they're like, hey, how about this? You know, touch it, and they're touching your screen. Some computer screens are not meant to be touched, but the ones that are, who cares if you get fans on them? I mean, come on, you know, people are so nitpicky about things within videos. So it's just funny, man. I mean, you know, it's entertaining, and that's what it's all about. If you can provide entertainment, you can have fun doing it. You know, you're filming it and editing it. You can have a good time, and you can provide a video that's either entertaining and/or educational. You know, you've accomplished your goal, or at least most people have. And I mean, I've met people that will spend not just days, but sometimes weeks or months on one video that's 5 minutes long. And I'm like, dude, that's awesome, and that, you know, that the video looks great, but man, that's a lot of time, man, that you spend on one video. Was it your best use of time? And that's, for some people, that's fine. I mean, some people, they're in it for the art. You know, they want to have perfection, or what they feel is perfection, from every piece that they produce, and that's fine. But there's a balance. There's a balance between professionalism, credibility, and just overall efficiency. And if you can find that balance, then you can just really be a better content creator. And that's the thing I've been working on, is finding that balance. So, you know, one thing, like always, oh, I got kookaburras. Ooh, walking through the grass, man. I got kookaburras. Oh, they're poking me, man. But yeah, so if you can find the balance between professional results and just you know, content. Here's my thing with the Mavic Mini. Nope, I said Mavic. With the Mini 3 Pro, my goal, and what I will do, is bring y'all a ton of videos. They're gonna have good audio. The lighting's gonna be fine, but I'm not gonna sit there and obsess over editing the heck out of the experience. I want to bring y'all an abundance of Mavic Mini, DJI Mini 3 Pro videos in the field, live shows to ask and respond to your questions, follow-up videos that address your questions and or comments while in the field during future days with the DJI Mini 3 Pro. You know, I don't want to be here and, you know, just pump out some sort of video. It looks like it came out of Hollywood or something. I mean, who cares? It's not about that, man. It's about the content. I want to keep y'all entertained and possibly educated at the same time. So, I mean, it's a big, big gig, man. I mean, let's see this thing right here. What happened here? My screen turned. It got turned, as they would say. It got turned. My screen turned. But yeah, Mini 3 Pro, man, that's what it's all about. And you cannot imagine. I'm trying to walk a lot because I know the more I walk, the better I should sleep. Because it's going to be a hard night to sleep knowing that DJI Mini 3 Pro is likely going to be released ASAP in the morning. So, you know, it's going to be a big day, man. It's going to be big. And I just hope that the Mini 3 Pro that I'll order from epicdroneshow.com arrives ASAP, because, you know, part of that thrill is me wanting to take it out of the box. And the other part is, you know, the excitement that y'all were growing, watching the video, commenting, and just saying, hey, what about this, what about that? And there's just so much to look forward to. And I mean, it's, oh, and by the way, I've got Epic Drone Show t-shirts and coffee mugs. They should, if they're not already visible on your end below any of my videos, you can see the merch. And you should see a list of merch. You should see the coffee mug and the t-shirt. You know, just a great way to support Epic Drone Show. And just wanted to throw it out there, man. I put a lot of work into designing some new merch because I know it's been selling well, and I really appreciate your support of the channel. It's really cool. So but yeah, this Mini 3 Pro, man, the best drone in years, in my opinion. It's been a long wait. You know, we've had some good interim drone solutions, but you know, I have a strong hunch that this is where drone technology has been heading since it released many years ago. Smaller, lighter, 4K, and you know, like Sager Art said, portrait mode, brand new. That's gonna be awesome. And I may not use portrait mode that much, but just because I don't, doesn't mean it's not cool, and doesn't mean that it's irrelevant. I will demo the heck out of it within videos, but there may be some situations. I mean, I don't do a lot, you know, with the gram and Instagram. You know, I'm just not that hip, not that cool, man. I gotta stick with my thing, and that's YouTube. But for people that use Instagram, I mean, I use it. I've got, you know, follow Irish Guy on Instagram if you want to, but it's not my number one. YouTube's my number one, always will be. So, you know, it's cool, man. My allergies, dude. I'm just like, I'm drowning in pollen, man. I'm drowning in pollen, definitely. But pollen or no pollen, man, it's gonna be there's gonna be something flying through the sky, whether it's with the pollen or not. That's gonna be the Mini 3 Pro. Mini 3 Pro, yes sir. The Mini 3 Pro. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, gotta get this walk in. Gotta burn some calories because I have a feeling, and you know, I had a pretty bad injury, man. My elbow's all jacked up, so I hadn't been able to lift weights in the past 3 days. I guess I could, but I don't want to risk potentially seriously injuring my elbow. So what I'm going to do is just focus on cardio only, which I know is not optimal, but if I focus on cardio and Mini 3 Pro throughout the next few weeks, I think, you know, it'll be optimal use of my time, provide y'all with a wealth of entertainment, and will enable my elbow to heal so that when I re-enter the gym, that I won't be slowly injuring myself. JP, hey guys, oh man, and I'm excited. Come on, Mini 3. JP, welcome aboard, sir. Yes. Join the camp, man. We are all excited about Mini 3 Pro, and it's good to have you here. And it is, it's going to be a sleepless night. It's going to be a sleepless night. Evening, Jake. Hey, Jake. Maya, McKenna, and Katie, are they aboard tonight? If you don't know Jake, thanks, buddy. I've been enjoying your content. JP, I appreciate it. And I want to ask you this. If there's anything that you would like for me to personally address within Kevin, welcome aboard, sir. I can't wait. I can't either. Anything that any of y'all would like for me to address within some of the initial videos, just comment below, because I've got, you know, obviously the unboxing and, you know, the first time in the field and that sort of stuff, but anything specifically that you'd like to know, you know, just ask. Jake says, yes, they are with me. I just got off work at the fire station. So if you don't know Jake introduced the world to the Terry Peppers foghorn video. So if you haven't seen the Terry Peppers foghorn video, That's Jake's responsibility. He spread curiosity to the world. JP says, I'm curious how loud it's going to be. Great. Me too. And one thing I've got, JP, I'm glad you mentioned that, because one of the first videos will be in the field, and I'll put I've got a Rode Video Micro, which is a shotgun style mic, incredible audio quality. So what I'm going to do is fly the DJI Mini 3 Pro in front of the Rode Video Micro and just see, and I'll start talking and yelling and blabbing on, and maybe I'll clap my hands and chirp like a bird. I don't know, but I'll make a lot of noise, and we'll see how loud or how seemingly silent that drone is. So that's going to be a good test. Thanks for that. Thank you. Jake says, we had a deal with a train accident involving a transport truck. It broke down on the rails and freight train struck it, unfortunately killing the driver. Oh man, that's awful. And then JP says, sounds great. I want the DJI mic, but can't afford everything. You can't. It's impossible. That's the thing, man. And that's what I'm hoping with this new DJI Mini 3 Pro. I hope they price it right. And what I mean is right is affordably, because it gets, you get gadget acquisition syndrome. And buying the RC Plus drone, great question. Planning ahead for the morning at epicdrone.com and click buy a drone. Am I going to order the one that has the Mini 3 Pro that has the integrated screen, or on a bring my own device, my iPhone 12 Pro? I'm on the fence about that, and when I decide which one I order in the morning, I'll let the world know, because I've got a little list. I've been going back and forth, and there's pros. That's weird. I'm trying to pull my chat up, and chat disappeared. I saw the last comment, but see, it kind of flew by because let's see if I can. Are you filming this on an LG Shine? I'm filming it on a oh, there we go. There's the comments again. Oh, breaking up. That's what everybody was saying. Okay, now the comments are back. Cole, are you filming this on an LG Shine? No, iPhone 12 Pro. iPhone 12 Pro. Jake says the driver got out to fix whatever. It was caused him to break down, and when the train hit the truck, he was crushed. Unfortunately, that's what often happens in a train versus vehicle situation. It's hard for the vehicle to win. Jake says, oh, you're breaking up a bit, Irish guy. Thanks. Yeah, that's what happened. I lost control of the chat. JP says, sorry, buddy, you're breaking up. Thank you. TMS drone travel. Cade or Mini 3? Cade? I'm not familiar with Cade. I would, I can't comment until I get my Mini 3 Pro from epicdroneshow.com, hopefully in the morning. I can't comment about Mini 3 Pro. I can speculate with it not being released yet, but my travel drone currently for the best performance is the Air 2S. I get a 1-inch sensor. I get rock solid. Then at the time of filming, this is the only one available, I will take the Mini 2. But I have a feeling Mini 2 is going to be replaced by Mini 3 Pro. Yeah, Mini 3 Pro. Man, Mini 3 Pro I think is going to be, we all think it's going to be great, or we wouldn't be here talking about it. There's definitely some hype associated with this thing, man. And then Jake says, by luck out of fire truck happens to be an area when the accident happened. In fact, we were almost right in front of it, and it had been on another call. JP, do you think we'll be able to buy, let's see, JP says, do you think we'll be able to buy this tomorrow? Are they going to be shipping right away, you think? I would hope so, assuming it releases tomorrow as expected. And what I would encourage you to do is, and again, epicdroneshow.com is my website. if you haven't figured that out. So what I'd encourage everyone to do is bookmark epicdroneshow.com, and just throughout the early morning, continue to go there and click buy a drone. It's at the top, very bold text and a bold image. Click buy a drone and just refresh that and see when it becomes available. That's what I'm going to do. And as soon as it releases, then I'll see it, the various bundles and accessories there. But here's my thing. If I was a weather forecaster, I'd say there's a 90% chance that Mini 3 Pro is going to be available for purchase in the morning. I'll say 100% because I don't have inside information. I know there's certain people that claim that it should be, it's already released. And that's the funny part. And I'm not bashing anyone, but when you've got a piece, whether it's a drone or a piece of software, a piece of hardware, whatever, you just shouldn't claim that you got something that hasn't even been released yet. And I'm not saying it's not the production version. I mean, maybe somebody got it somehow. I mean, I don't know how somebody would get something that's pre-released. It's the actual retail version. Doesn't make sense. But so anyway, it's not out yet, but as soon as it is, we'll be able to order it. And hopefully that's tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning in the United States of America. And by the way, my epicdroneshow.com site, if you go there and you click buy a drone, it'll redirect you to the store for your country. I think it's most countries. So, I've got it set up to where it's not just United States-based consumers. I think it is probably accessible. If you go there and click, it'll probably be in a place where you can order my channel. Because, again, the prices there are the same prices everywhere else. But, it's a way that you can choose to shop my links, and it helps me being an independent YouTube channel. Let's see. Jake says, you don't need to announce this to the viewers, but if you were ever looking for mods, I'm still up for it. Hey, I appreciate that. I've done the moderator thing, Jake, and if I was ever going to do the moderators, I got it, but if I was ever going to do it, you would definitely be one of them. But it's just one of those things where I'm jealous that they don't have it. So, being myself as the host. Now, I'll have guests on. We'll do live shows when I do the studio and bring in multiple people. Face on video with Skype, voice only on Skype, whatever people prefer. So, that I do. But as far as moderators, I stray away from that because I just don't want the jealousy factor there, and I don't want to. If I extend that access to one loyal and longtime subscriber like yourself, then I'm tasked with the decision if I have to do it for everybody. And then you got so many moderators that it's just kind of, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm thinking about this the wrong way, but I want to keep it, fair and balanced for everyone. Just keep it a fair playing field, and that's the only reason I haven't. Oh, did I tell you it was my birthday recently on May the 4th? Well, Jake, you just told me that. You haven't. But the next studio show that I do, hopefully, 23 grats. That's young, man. I'm old as dirt, man. I'm over 40. I got gray fur. I'm old. Old, man. But, yeah, the next time I'm in the studio, remind me about your birthday, and I'll have to do a birthday celebratory chant with the didgeridoo, the didge, dude. You don't even have to super chat for that because it's your birthday, man. I give you the celebratory didgeridoo salute. That's right. So that's in queue, so just remind me. Not that I'll forget. I mean, I remember Maya, McKenna, and Katie. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I mean, yeah, if I ever go moderator, and the thing is, with the DJI free, maybe a situation may need some extra moderators, because I think these videos and live shows are about to ignite because so many people are excited about, yeah, your birthday's come and gone, but you know what? You didn't get the celebratory sound of the birthday, you know, from the didgeridoo, dude. So I owe you that. Yeah, birthday's not a birthday until you've had the didgeridoo. So that's important. Yeah, man, burning some calories and burned an estimated 280. Again, skipped the gym because I got an elbow injury, a sports-related injury. Yep. Being a professional athlete is not easy. Let's see. Did you know my girlfriend's birthday is right after mine, so pretty much celebrate the same day. We're the same age. There you go. Wow, y'all. I'll do a dual didgeridoo salute for you and your girlfriend. That's right. The didgeridoo birthday celebration. Yep, we'll do that. Burning some calories, man. I walked over 2 miles so far. A great use of time, a great use of bandwidth. I'm surprised my cellular provider has not gimped my upstream yet. Because typically, they'll start to slow down your upstream when you use the LTE too much. So, they haven't yet. And see, I never use Wi-Fi unless I'm at a studio that I own, because you know, any network that you choose to connect your cellular device to, any network that you choose to connect to, public Wi-Fi as they call it. So if you're willing to pay for that overage, if you encounter an overage with your LTE, you know, be safe. You know, don't trust public Wi-Fi. Don't trust public internet. And that could be public internet anywhere. You know, an airport, a hotel, you know, some sort of retail place or wherever. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. So let's see. Jake says, let's see. 23 is a good age, man. Yeah, I remember 23. 23 was fun. Well, as 21 was the best. You got out and you didn't have to, you know, you could go out and you could legally drink when you were 23. I mean, when you were 21. But then it just gets boring, you know. It's like, okay, and you're old. So that's pretty much what happens. You get old, and then you get past 25, you really feel old, and then you hit 30, and it's like, man, I'm old. And then you hit 40, and it's like, ooh, dude, I'm almost 50. You know, so yeah, you gotta just party up, Jake, while you're young, man. Just party it up. But don't rush into things, man. Just party it up and have fun. Here in Canada, you drink at 19. One thing I like in Canada, I got that, I know it's probably not the best whiskey there, but I got that Crown Royal release that I just look forward to that because it's Canadian only whiskey. Can be purchased in Canada only. It wasn't super expensive, but I like Crown. Yeah. Well, see what you need to do, Jake. See if you don't work out with, like, you say your girlfriend Katie. See if that didn't work out, what you do, you just like, you get older, so you like turn 30 or 40, and then you get your wife that's like 25, 26, and then that way she's old enough to where she's not crazy, you know, like the 21-year-old, but she's old enough where Jake says Crown is the best Canadian whiskey around. Yeah, I like it. You know, sometimes you know, on the super budget, you get that Canadian Club. You know, nothing wrong with that, but it's kind of like, actually, I've made the switch with, see, I used to drink like name brand soda. I don't drink a lot. I mean, because I'm a bodybuilder and stuff, and I gotta stay thin. But I do an occasional, maybe a half a can a day, but just like a cola. I used to drink Coke, and you know, I'd have a Pepsi. I always liked Coke better, but kind of my favorites, RC, Royal Crown Cola. But it's often hard to find. So I made the switch, and it sounds cheap, man. But I can get a 24 pack of Sam's Cola. You just get it, you get a Walmart delivery. You get you a 24 pack of Sam's Cola. 24 12-ounce cans. And honestly, if you put that down and had somebody blind taste test, put down RC, put down a Pepsi and a Coke, and a Sam's Choice Cola, it's hard to Pepsi, you can probably do Royal. That's the main reason I was bringing that up. That, and you're from Canada. So let's see what we got here. Oh, I doubt Katie and I will ever separate. We have been friends since we were 7. We probably know each other inside and out. We have all the same interests, likes, and dislikes. Well, see, that could be the point of failure, because you say that you got so much in common, but honestly, the reality is that opposites attract. So, what you may find, you think, she's the one dude, you've been together a long time. You think y'all have a lot in common, but what may happen, you may be, let's say you're sent over to Sweden. You go to Sweden, and you're in this bar in Sweden, and then you meet this Swedish chick, and she's like, she's got that Swedish accent, so she speaks a little bit of English. That's what you'll end up with, Jake. Just mark my words there. Also, Katie's one of those girls you can count on for protection if you're in trouble. You do not want to get on the bad side. When she's scary, she's mad. That's a good trait. That's a good trait. But I'm telling you, man, go to Sweden. Go to Sweden and go to a Swedish after ski party, a pre-ski. Go to a Swedish after ski party and see what kind of women you find there, man. Take some shot skis. No, just that's my recommendation. I mean, it works out well for you, but I will tell you, you'll find out that the opposites attract, as they always say. So just be prepared. But speaking of attraction, DJI Mini 3 Pro. I want to keep saying Mavic. It's funny, they threw that out. They used to call it all Mavic. Now it's just Mini 3 Pro, man. Tomorrow, if it doesn't release, I'm going to be so deeply disappointed, dude. I never cheat on Katie. I love her too much. She's my sister to me, and I'm like a brother to her. Yeah, I didn't say you were going to cheat. I was just saying, go out there and go to that Swedish after ski party and find those Swedish women. That's what I'm saying. I'm just throwing it out there. I mean, you're not married yet, so you can do what you want to do. And one thing I did, and I don't do this stuff anymore because I'm not. I'm married, so I don't cheat and do that kind of stuff. But before I was married, I was dating, and there's a jet airplane. But yeah, I was dating, and then I've been dating this chick for like, I don't know, a year or so, and it was cool. But then I decided, you know what? I'm gonna fly this girl in from the other side of the country. So I flew her in, and flew her in, went out on a date, and then my girlfriend at the time probably, she's like, "What'd you do last night?" And I'm like, "Well," I said, insert this girl's name here. I said, "Yeah," I said, "I flew somebody in." She's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "Oh, just some girl I met in Hawaii." So I flew this girl in that I'd met in Hawaii, and so that was interesting. Well, that totally ruined that relationship I've been in for a year and a half, because I wasn't gonna lie about it. What would I win there? So I just it just ended it. But sometimes you just got to know, and if you ever hit that point with like you said, you think she's going to get married to you and this, that, and the other, but if you ever hit that point, man, just go abroad and find some again, go to a Swedish go to a Swedish after ski party, man. That's all I got to say. Jake says, I bet if you met her Irish guy, like, wow, your girlfriend's one of the nicest people you ever met, Jake. Probably an airline. Yeah, no doubt. I don't doubt it, man. You're top bloke, as they would say. Expecting that, but I'm telling you, Swedish after ski party. Trust me. So on that note, yeah, DJI Mini 3 Pro. We gotta get ready. We gotta get ready for DJI Mini 3 Pro. So everybody, appreciate y'all tuning in, and I've got to I've burned almost 400 calories estimated according to the Apple Fitness tracker. So yeah, it was just a small plane. It was a prop job. Had a propeller. It was a little Piper airplane. So on that note, everyone, appreciate y'all tuning in. And again, if you haven't, be sure to go to epicdroneshow.com, click buy a drone, and you can find the all the latest drones there. Hopefully you go there tonight, and when you refresh it in the morning, hopefully you'll find the Mini 3 Pro, various accessories, and hopefully they'll have it in the control included bundle, and then also the bring your own device like your iPhone or your Android. Which one am I going to buy? Not sure, but I will post a follow-up tomorrow and let y'all know which Mini 3 Pro I bought. And if it doesn't release tomorrow, I expect everyone to come back and tell me I'm a fool and that I was totally uneducated and my speculated assumptions were inaccurate. So see y'all tomorrow. Have a good evening. Try to sleep. I know it's going to be intense waiting on that Mini 3 Pro, but try to sleep. I burned my calories. I'm burning off my gut, and I'm out of here. See y'all later. Be safe.